Hey, hello all. This is Gokul on this side. I'm the founder of the company SYLVREX. We in SYLVREX sell gym apparel that are really comfortable and flexible. So if you're someone who regularly goes to gym and are looking for a good, nice looking and comfortable gym apparel, please do check us out. It's SYLVREX, SYLVREX. SYLVREX. It just means king of the forest and ladder. So yeah, let's get into this video. So what I wanted to do in this video was like I haven't planned out anything, so I just wanted to share the things that I went through when I was trying to build this company. So all the steps that I took, on all the details, intrinsic details when it comes to opening up a company and setting up things in the right manner, so that you could start up your company without any issues, is something that I was planning to share in this video. So yeah, so that you guys could gain some information when it comes to how to start a business and what are the different details that you should be looking out for when it comes to building up a proper business and all the details that goes into it. So it might have come in really handy if you're someone who is planning to start up your own venture. So yeah, so without any waste of time, just let's get into this video. So what I'm doing is just out of the box, just sharing all the information that I went through. It'll be in a really casual structure. So I'm just having some points that I noted it down like in a proper flow, so that I don't miss out on any points while sharing the details. So yeah, let's go one by one. So what I was planning to share is like I just sorted it out into five different segments. So first one would be like registration, all the documents that goes into it, and how to do it, and where to do it, whose help you should be gaining, and all those stuff. Second would be like when it comes to websites, what are the softwares available there, and what are the different details that goes into the softwares, and how to link it with other third-party agencies, and if you need it or if you don't need it, if it's mandatory or if it's not mandatory, all those stuff you will be sharing. And third would be with respect to product. When it comes to a product, how to design a product and how to get it done and how to get the inventory and manage it properly is something that I'll be sharing. And fourth would be like with respect to finance and all the financial details that goes into a company, how to properly structure it and how to understand where you put money, where you lose money, and where you gain money, all those stuff like creating a proper financial sheet is something that I will be sharing. And the fifth and last part would be like when it comes to marketing and analytics, what are the different softwares available there? What are the different marketing techniques available there that you should be aware of that you could gain access to, like when it comes to promoting your website or the brand and everything. So yeah, uh, let's get into this video and let's get into this concept. So first thing I'll be is talking about in detail is registration. So when it comes to registration, the first thing that you'll be starting, the first place where you'll be starting is MCA portal, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So when you get into the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, when you are registering it as a company, you need to understand there are not just as a company, there are different ways that you could register, different types of registration that you could do. First, like whether if you're going for a private sector company or a public sector company, or you're building a um, what do you call it, proprietary ownership or of the sort. So you need to be clear when it comes to what you actually want. So I wanted to start a private sector company, but I just wanted to have the whole authority over it in the initial phase because I wasn't having any partners as of the moment. So just wanted to have the whole control of it. So I registered it as a one person company. It is a new form of registration process that was initially introduced like 2 or 3 years back. I'm not sure. So where initially it used to have like if you're starting up a company, there should be at least 2 person registering it as partner, so that you could get it registered as a private company. But now it has been reduced to like just one person is enough. One person could do all the registration themselves, and they could register the company in their own name. And when it comes to proprietary ownership, I was having this conundrum when it comes to registration, whether should I be going with one person company or should I be going with proprietary ownership. So when it comes to proprietary ownership, it's like you are the company. Company is not a separate entity. You are the company. So all the debts and stuff and all the financial details, and you are the sole responsibility for the whole company, and you are the only person who's completely responsible for the company. Nobody could transfer. No, the company is not a separate entity, is what I'm trying to say. But when it comes to one person company, the company is an external entity where you work as a founder or CEO, whatever it may be, and you help and build the company of your work. So that is how the structure works. So I wanted to go with a one person company because proprietorship companies like you don't have to be 100% formal all the time. So you don't have to submit all the documents and everything that goes into the finance and everything into the government, and you don't have to keep all the necessary checks at place. But when it comes to one person company, it gives you that option where you could just share all the details to the government, and you're mandated to do that. And the finances should be taken care of, and you are supposed to pay your taxes properly and record it properly. All the records need to be kept properly, and everything of the chart also comes in. So I just wanted to structure it in a more proper manner rather than just going for a proprietorship. So I registered as a one person company, and it took me around 1 month for all the registration processes. I didn't go for any third party agencies to do it because usually they would be charging around 40,000 or 50,000 depending upon the size of the company that you're building in or whatever different bases of that. But I wanted to learn actually all these processes that I've did for the past 8 to 9 months. I had to do it all. I just had the thought in my mind that I had to do it all on my own so that I get a better understanding when it comes to how the whole process goes. So I don't know why I thought that, but I just wanted to know all those stuff. I just it's all like an experience to me. So I wanted to gain that experience. I constantly had this in mind that I need to expose myself more to the world. So by doing this, I'll be learning a lot. Is something that I've constantly had in mind, and I want to do it. So I did all the registration processes on my own. I wrote all the documents, and I read different things that goes into the documents, like what are the different codes that goes into different for while registering a proper company. You need to be too much specific on that. And when it comes to writing the MOA, AOA, you need to be more confident and comfortable and more precise when it comes to what are the things that you write in it and how it plays out in the actual scenarios, something that need to have in mind. And yeah, it took a lot of time for me to do it all. And while I got to the end of the part and registered, then I found out that someone needs to notarize it. Someone needs to authorize everything. Someone like an CA or an accountant who had to do a digital signature and that for it to get approved. And I do also need to get a digital signature for and put it over there. So I had to get a digital signature for getting the digital signature from somebody else. It is also a difficult process. What I observed is all these agencies that did this as a service were like charging like around 40,000, 50,000 for all the registration processes. They write all the documents themselves. So when I approached them in the like end of the part, all I needed was just someone to read through all the documents and confirm or check whether if everything is right and do the signature themselves. But nobody was ready to do that because they were like, we usually do it all on our own. Just pay us the full amount and we'll do the signature ourselves, and you don't have to do this. Is something that they share. And then I finally found out someone who can do it for me, and it was Register Karo. So in Register Karo, they had a package deal like what are the different things that they would do and how much they charge for it in a individual segment wise basis. So all I wanted was that someone to just check all the documents that I submitted with them and do a approval themselves. So I approached Register Karo, and they charged me around 2,500 to 3,000 for that registration process. They just went through all the documents that I've shared with them, and most of them were right. So there wasn't much changes any needed in that. And they digitally signed my document and I uploaded it. And when it comes to one of the most important part when it comes to registration is you need to be so much specific with respect to choosing your right name for the company. It matters a lot. Really, really matters a lot. And because the name that you put in your company defines the logic behind the company or defines the brand and ideology behind the company. So when it comes to naming, what I went through was first thing it should be in Latin. If it is in Latin, these are some basic clearance checks that need to be there in place so that you choose the right name. So if it is in Latin, it would be really easier for you to if you're expanding globally in an international basis, it would be easier for others to also pronounce it. So you don't have to change your name. Like some companies would, they would be having a name in India when they are growing globally. They would try to change their name because most of the other country people can't pronounce that company's name properly. So they need to come into a place where they try and change their name. So if you don't want to get into that, you could initially the start of the case itself try and put a Latin name, and it would be easier for you to move ahead without even changing the name if you're planning to move globally later. And the reason I'll also share the reason why I chose the name SYLVREX for my company. So SYLVREX, Silva plus Rex is the Latin root. So Silva means forest and Rex means king. So what the theme I was going was for my company is King of the Forest. So I wanted to create a gym brand with some elements of nature into it. Like you'll go to a forest and work out there and make some videos in the forest maybe, and it's something that I had in mind, so I had to put it into a vision. So yeah, that is the basis that I chose my name from, and you need to be also cross check and confirm that no other companies have already registered that name, because lots and lots of time, whatever the name that you think and come up with, it might and there is a 99.99% chance someone else thought about it before you and have already registered and had on the trademark. So you need to be too much confident when it comes to choosing the right name with all the meaning and everything into it before someone thinks of about it and get it registered. So yeah, keep that in mind. So this is with respect to registration. And did I miss out any? Ah, yeah. Once all this registration and everything is done, there are a few other registrations that needs to be taken. Once the company registration is completed, once the company registration is completed, you get that CIN number or company identification number and PAN number of the company, and everything will be that in it. Once you got all of those stuff, then you try and move to GST registration. GST registration will nominally take around maybe 1.5 to 2 weeks, but it took me around 1 month because there was some correction or change that they suggested me, and I had to re-upload it after doing that. So it took me around 1 month to get the GST registration. And then there are other minor registrations like MSME registration and other optional registrations where you take as a startup, so that it is easier for you to get loans in some banks and stuff like that. And the other thing should be like getting the right trademark registrations and all. You need to also make sure that is in place so that nobody copies your trade name or stuff like that. And yeah, so this is pretty much all when it comes to registration, and you need to then move on to the bank account opening. Once all these are in place, the CIN number and everything, you then move on to bank, and the bank would take around 2 weeks, maybe at max, for all the cross checks, verifications, and everything to open up the bank account. And it took me around 1 month for bank registration. I registered with the IndusInd Bank, and there were too much to and fro's and corrections that need to be happen on their side too. And yeah, it took a bit longer than what I expected. And somehow it all went right and it got registered. They would come to your place and visit whether everything is there in place and you're not taking your company and stuff like that. And once everything is done, your bank account will be open and you're free to go, you're good to go. This is all with respect to the registration part. So, company registration, GST registration, MSME, trademark, and the final one is the bank registration, bank account opening. Once all these is completed, you're all good to go. It itself like took me around 2 to 3 months, I guess, all these processes. And once you completed all this, then you get on to the website part. So side by side was also working on the website part. So yeah, you could do that. So when it comes to website, I was actually selling my products in Shopify. So Shopify is a platform where they try and integrate all the services that are required for selling some product online, product or service in online. If you go with that WordPress or GoDaddy or other website providers, it is slightly different. They are their primary motto would be like a website building of different blogs or things like that. But Shopify is something that only concentrate on websites that are particularly built for selling products or service. So they have already inbuilt themes that are really easier for you to work out when it comes to building your company, building your website. So yeah, I chose Shopify to go with, and initially I had this starter package where it will be around 800 per month, where your website would not be live, where you try and build your website at the back end, like writing up all the product details, posting the products, photos, and everything. And when it comes to Shopify, you also need to understand all the inbuilt themes or the way like they are like basics of basic standard. If you want to improve it ahead, like if you want some changes with respect to how it is presented in the website, you need to know some bit of coding to do that, which I did. I learned a bit of coding, and I had a minor in college of computer science. I'm a metallurgy background, but though I had a minor in coding, computer science, so I had some bit of idea when it comes to all the minor codes that go into the backend and how to change it and stuff like that. And most of the thing I actually coding that I actually built over that in Shopify, or with the help of their inbuilt AI app, AI, where you just choose a part of thing that you need to change in the Shopify, and ask it or recommend it, and get the right code on it, so that and you could get a small part of code like around 4 or 5 line code, and you could just copy paste it wherever the place that you wanted to change, and things like that or that. So slightly knowing bit of coding might help. And if you even though don't know anything about coding, you could still work on that. You could just use the AI to get some small parts of code and copy paste it in the places that are recommended, and most of the time it might work. And if it's not working, having some idea about that might help, and you could reach out to anybody or any of your friends who know a bit of coding to help you out over that. And there are some major coding updates also there in that. If you wanted, you could go for any third party agencies. I came across a video of a guy who does that, where you just create codes particularly for Shopify, where to enhance that look of the website and stuff like that. So if you want, I could just share a link to his video in the description box, so you could just also go and learn stuff like that when it comes to how to enhance your Shopify experience, or how the website looks. So yeah, this is with respect to website, and one of the important point that I listed out on website is you need to be precise when it comes to choosing your logo. And I completely forgot to talk about that. It took me 2 days to learn editing and do the logo myself. And what I did is, usually people go with the premium package in Adobe Photoshop or other photo editing platforms. But the thing that I used to build my logo was Photopea. In Photopea, it's a free version where most of the tools that are there or similar to that of Adobe Photoshop. It's an online platform, online website where I built my logo on board. So for logo, what I did is as I said before, I wanted to have some kind of forest theme to my company. Uh, I was thinking of a king. like the name itself says king of the forest. So who is the king of the forest? As you all know, we always go with lion. So I wanted to give some different aspect to it. Maybe just let's go back in time is what I thought. So let's go back to the prehistoric period and who is perceived to be the king of the forest, I thought. And comes T-Rex. So I wanted to add some element of T-Rex to the company logo. So what I did is went through all the logos out there with respect to T-Rex. Most of them were like the Jurassic Park logo, where the skeleton of T-Rex is there. Some of this is stuff like that. And I came across an idea where I just wanted to show a claw of a T-Rex. Okay, the prominent claw in its hand. There is a really big claw. The shape was really good. I wanted to include that in my logo. So what I did is I went through and got a bunch of images of T-Rex's claw, and I tried to trace it. I tried to trace initially, and I thought like if you just put stuff into ChatGPT, it would just create a logo for you, and it doesn't work like that. And most of the things that it created was not so good. So I had to do it on my own. So I traced it, and like it took me 2 days. So you could understand what are the different things that goes into it. Like I learned coding. I learned when it comes to how to create curves and how to create angles and how to get it right basically. So yeah, it took me 2 days to create a proper logo. And then I realized just one logo is not enough. It should be your company should be having two or three different variations of the logo to place it in different places. So yeah, it took me another 1 day to create two other variations of the same logo, and the logo part is completed then. When it comes to website too, once the Shopify website is done, your logo is placed. You need to do two other more things. You need to create a proper payment platform. Payment platform should be there, and for delivery, some delivery agent platform should be there. So for payment, I chose to go with Razorpay. There are different payment platforms like yeah, Razorpay or PayPal and all other different payment service providers are there. You need to choose who to go with respect to their rates and everything that goes into it. So I chose to go with Razorpay because they were having a lot of options when it comes to cards, and also they had this option to go with UPI so that it would be easier for the customer to buy is what I thought, and I went and registered with Razorpay. It is like an 2 hour process, I guess. You just need to do a KYC with them and share all the necessary details of the company and everything, and everything would be sorted out in a day or two. They need to refer it and check it and approve it on from their side. And the next thing would be registering in ShipRocket for delivery agency. So what ShipRocket does is they connect your all the sales and every orders with all other shipping agencies like in India Post and DHL and all the different shipping agencies are integrated with ShipRocket. So ShipRocket just collects this orders from Shopify and connects it with all these different agencies. So yeah, you need to register in ShipRocket and get it all sorted out and get all the APIs connected properly so that all the payment way and delivery platforms are connected properly with the Shopify so that it is easier for you to process orders. And yeah, this is pretty much all I did when it comes to website. Did I miss out on any? Yeah, I also did a small part when it comes to building a custom chatbot. It took me around not 1 week, I guess. It took me around 1 week to create a chatbot. It was purely on a learning basis because anyway, having a chatbot is not going to make much of a difference because anyway, I'm there if customers are there with any queries. So still, I just wanted to learn it, building a chatbot and stuff like that. So I paid for N810, and what I did is I integrated all these uh, ShipRocket and Shopify gateways, Shopify APIs with the N810. So and then I wrote some code and explanation when it comes to training that AI with respect to how to process this data and like also connected some created some Google Sheets when it comes to managing the data and inventory and everything, so that the AI is better informed with all respect to all my products and orders properly. So if some customer is asking where is my order, or what kind of product would you recommend me to buy and everything, my the AI that I created and added as a chatbot will be well informed that it might be able to help you with respect to what you are actually looking for, and where your order is and how many more days it would take to reach you or stuff like that. So yeah, it's a small side project, a small side quest I did in my website. So yeah, so now I've completed the registration part, and second was website part that I've completed, and third part is products. So when it comes to product, initially what I had in mind was before starting all this, I just wanted to do drop shipping. The major problem that I observed with drop shipping is most of the products that are available in the Indian market when it comes to drop shipping are subpar. The quality is not so good. And I was so much convinced with myself that I wanted to share really good products, because if you are doing something of your own and the product itself is not good, then what is the point of it? And your products should be really good, and only then you have some ground to run a proper business, or else why the hell are you doing whatever you're doing? So I had to stop that plan, and then I came to choosing the right product. When it comes to choosing the right product, I thought like, I need to go there, speak with people, take some data, and then create the right product is what I thought. So first what I did is I went through all the different products that are available in the market when it comes to gym apparel, like Gymshark or Nike or Adidas, whatever the different activewear brand you name it. I've went through all their products, all the different materials that they use, all the different designs that they use, and all the stuff like that. And why is the reason why like most of the gym apparel products are priced in a really high manner? Is there any way that you could create the same product at a really nominal price, is what I tried to understand and create. So yeah, it took me a lot of time to get a proper data set, and then I observed like there are two different classification when it comes to choosing the right gym apparel. One is for people who want like wanted like to have a winter wear concept to it, like hoodies or joggers or shorts that are made with cotton polyester blend, and there are others where it should be 100% polyester. And even if you go like 4-way stretch, 6-way stretch, or 8-way stretch, and if you increase the stretch and all, it kind of feels more like synthetic, and it doesn't feel right when it comes to polyester. So I stopped with 2-way stretch in my pants and shorts and all. And most of it just is purely choosing the right material and right design is what I observed. And when it comes to this cotton polyester blend, choosing the right material means like if you go with 100% cotton, it would be like much more denser and much more warmth retaining, and it kind of reduces the stretchability a bit also. But if you go with much more polyester side, it will be more airy, and it will have much more of a stretch to it. So choosing the right proportion in which you mix cotton and polyester makes a lot of difference. The cotton, the polyester gives you much of stretchability, the cotton gives you much of comfort and stuff like that. So choosing the right blend means a lot. And also with the right amount of polyester, it could also look a bit shiny outside. And yeah, it meant a lot for me to choose the right material and everything. And with respect to design too, that means a lot, because when it comes to, I'll give you a small example with respect to hoodie. If you go with hoodie, what people usually do with is just the sleeves would be like satin sleeves. Satin sleeves or like sleeves where first they would create the body of the shirt, and then they would attach the arms. So the problem with this is it kind of reduces the movement when it comes to your arms. Let's say you're doing some lat exercise and you need your arms to move freely. And if you created a hoodie in this basis, like sit in sleeves, first you create the body and then attach arm separately, like on a separate basis, it kind of reduces the flexibility or movement, and it doesn't feel right. So what people usually do is, in premium companies, they will just cut it um towards your chest. It will be like, it will be called reglan sleeves, or AGLAN, reglan sleeves. So what they do in reglan sleeves is like the arms part that is attached would be extended towards till your chest. Much of the movements that you are having with your arms are not restricted by this sleeves. So yeah, these are some basic details that company, really good companies do when it comes to creating their products. Studying about these, when you're choosing the right material, you might get to know. And I did that, but the only problem that people faced, and most of the companies don't do this on a regular basis, is that the wastage would be really high. So to cut down the cost, they will try and avoid it. So which I don't wanted to do. I wanted to give people the premium feel, premium product at a much more nominal rate. So I had to do it, and I did put up the sleeves. And this is a basic example of what I did when it comes to choosing the right design. So when it comes to product, you need to choose the right material, right design, and everything. This all this concept that I'm sharing are with respect to apparel. So if you're doing some other product or some other service, just make sure that whatever you're sharing, whatever the value that you're adding to a customer, just it's in the top quality or top, give it much more priority than anything else. So if your product are good, product or service are good, no matter what, you'll be there in the business, and nobody can push you aside. So get that right. So with this, it took me around 2 months to get the product ready and get the inventory to my place. And yeah, next thing I just wanted to talk about is finance. The fourth finance as the fourth point. So when it comes to finance, what I did is I created a. I'll just share some idea with respect to how good I was in finance. I did my MBA in IIM Indore, and I was not a really bright kid when it comes to finance at all. In class, we'll be having like relative grading, right? So most of the people who were in my class would have some background in financial, like CA, or they would have worked in banks. They had much more better idea when it comes to finance and operations and maintaining accounts and stuff like that. And I, coming from a purely engineering background without even any work experience, directly into an MBA, it was kind of hard for me to accustom to that and learn new things. And it was really average kid in finance, and it was really hard for me to get grasp of it too. So but when I sit down and create this company financial sheets on my own, I learned everything that is there to learn about finance at all. And it took me around 2 weeks, I guess. It took me around 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, to understand what goes into what are the different details when it goes into creating a proper financial sheet, like the balance sheet or income statement or cash flow statement. What I did is I learned about this all, and I got all this data from my bank account. I just downloaded all the financial data, like money in, money out data that were registered in my bank account. I just downloaded it. I pasted it in an Excel. I sorted it out. I pushed it in a manner so that I understand it clearly. And then I added all the details when it comes to what are the different details that I use that particular transaction for. And then I tried to create a proper Excel sheet, because I was pretty much well informed when it comes to working with Excel and other software. So I created an Excel sheet where I just collect all these datas, and the system would create a balance sheet or income statement on its own. So I created it in a manner so that it flawlessly grasps this data and categorizes it properly, and creates a financial sheet on its own. Is what I wanted to do. So it took me around 2.5 weeks to create it. And once it got created, through this process, I learned everything that I had to learn about finance, and it was pretty easier, and it made me feel good. So what I had to do was just after that was to just copy all the data from my balance bank statement, paste it in here, and voila, my balance sheets and all the financial statements are created. Felt really great. And yeah, having this financial sheets are really important for you to understand what goes into the your company's bank accounts. Like financial statements of your company are really really important. What is the stage of your companies, and are you in a stage where you need to get some external funding, or you in a stage where all your whatever the processes and operations that you're going doing or giving enough returns to you, and what is the ROAS and stuff like that, you're well informed, and you can make informed decisions when it comes to running your company, is something that I observe for myself. And it made me feel good about myself too, creating all the financial sheet of my own. And I always thought I was really average kid in finance, but through this process I learned a lot, and gained a lot of experience too. If someone is looking for a freelancer who could build this financial sheets, you could always approach me. I could work over it too, maybe if time permits. Then the last part was marketing and analytics. So when it comes to marketing and analytics, I'm not so 100% there yet. I'm still working. I'm still trying and to get some sales and push in this brand in a much more better manner. So till now, what I was doing when it comes to marketing is I did all those photo shoots myself. Had a connection with one of my friend. He does all the photo shoots himself. I went there. I acted as the model and got some really good photos and uploaded it on the website. And I started creating photos and videos and posted it in Instagram, Facebook, and other social medias. And it all went really good. But and I also started posting ads in Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram through using Meta Business account. So it was really a game changer using Meta Business. It's like all those different social media platforms are getting integrated into one place where it is easier for you to access, and you could just track all the informations like messages and details, everything in a single place, so that it is easier for you to access all those different data and come make some good decisions from it. And then I've also started posting in Google Ads, Google Marketing. And currently I didn't all I did was these two places where I started marketing and posting my videos. But all this led to my website getting a lot of views, but no, not sales that much. I'm still working on creating the proper ideal way that I could customize the way that these ads are run, or creating a much more polished ads that could bring in me more sales. It's something that I'm currently working on. And one other thing I currently have sorted out, and I've started is affiliate marketing. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, one of the biggest problems that I faced was reaching out to the right people. Just selecting the right people from like thousands and thousands of different accounts itself is hard. And then you find like around 100 people to share and ask them to review your product, or share your product details to the public. If you send messages to like 100 people, only 10 would respond. Like 90% of them would just ghost you. 90% of them would just ghost you. And even the 10 people who just responds back, around half of them would be like asking insane amount of money to you, like 1 lakh, 50,000, and stuff like that, just for one post or reel or stuff. So it was really hard for me as a startup company to give them that much amount of money. So I just refused. So even the other five would be like they would get the product, and like one or two people would not even post. They would be uh, giving you small reasons why it might take a bit longer and stuff like that. most of them do not stick to the promised timeline that they promised you to post, promised you that they will post. And two or three were the only people who just enjoy the product, respond to you properly, and post it in their website. Is what I observed with just by selecting hundred of people and sending out mail or message to. And yeah, but then coming came in like this website called My Wall. So what My Wall does is it's a third party agency where I currently registered with for finding the right influencers. So what My Wall does is they would get some good amount of money from the brands, and they would provide them with influencers like around 10 or 20 or whatever the package that you go with. They would provide influencers for you to send your product to for doing affiliate marketing, and they would also get some a small subscription plan from this influencers who register with them, and they try and match these brands with influencers. And it was a really great idea, and it was easier for me to get the right influencers at place. So just now I registered with my one, and I'm going through their platform and service that they're providing to find the right influencers. So hope I do the right stuff in the near future. So this is pretty much all the things that I've done till now when it comes to building a proper company. And the other thing that I wanted to share when it comes to marketing is just like I took in like 4 to 5 different interns for doing creative work, like doing post or doing editing and stuff like that, because it took a lot of time for me to do it, because I learned video editing and post and stuff to do work on. And the only problem is it takes a lot of time if you're just one person trying to do all this on your own on a regular constant basis too. Because if you want to get enough amount of views and followers and social media, you need to be constantly posting each and every day is something I learned. So yeah, and I outsourced that to taking like 3 or 4 interns who might be able to help me with that. So this is, yeah, pretty much everything that I have done till now. So if you have any doubts, you could just leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer that with the knowledge that I'm having currently having. And if you have any recommendations for me, please let me down. It would really help me. And if you could help me out in any way or any possible, give me any advice or anything, just please try and reach out, connect with me. I'll leave my mail ID below so that you might be also able to connect with me. And yeah, please do comment and follow this channel for more videos of this sort. And let's try and move in a much more productive manner from now on. I try and make some structured videos from now on, so that it would be easier for us to interact together. So yeah, do follow, like and share and subscribe, stuff like that. Let's see in the next video then. Bye. And please do go check out my website. It's SYLVREX, silvrex.com. We sell really good quality apparel. So please go and check out and be your next gym apparel be ours. So yeah, thanks. And let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.